breakfasts for the week. So they're ready, so I don't have to get up in the morning and make them. So basically batch cooking today. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm doing a oat bake. This was a weird recipe. It asked me, it didn't want to mix everything beforehand, so we'll see how it turns out. So it's just the bananas, and then I've got to sprinkle the oats. And then it's 2 cups of milk. I'm using rice milk. Then it's 2 eggs. Ended up getting some pasture grazed free-range eggs. To be honest, they were the only ones at Woolies, but they still have the feathers in them. So 2 of these. Then it's 2 tablespoons of honey. I've put some boiling water because I'm finishing up this one that I was using up. And then I bought this one from TK Maxx today, which was the cheapest, and it's raw honey. It looks delicious. So I'm sure it's going to be really nice. So there's 2 tablespoons that need to go in here, and some cinnamon. I'm also going to use up these granulated nuts and add in some pumpkin seeds. The recipe didn't say to add these, but I'm just adding them. Then need to just scatter. And this is how it's turned out after it's been in the oven. I've already sliced my piece that I'll take tomorrow. I feel like maybe it could have been in the oven for a bit longer. But anyway, we'll see how it tastes, and if I like it, I'll make it again. I've also been prepping other foods for the week. So I've made this recipe from Ottolenghi, and also this, which is currently cooking. Ooh! That's steamed up, but basically it's going to be a chicken rice. So I've cooked the chicken, I had to boil it, I made some broth, and with that broth I then made that rice, which is nearly done. So lots of cooking this evening, but I'm glad it's sort of mostly all prepped now. So this is the broth. It's actually delicious. So this is the leftover, which I think I can just drink because I love drinking it. And this is the chicken. It's got pepper at the moment, and obviously that rice. This is the chicken rice that I'm trying to make. And this is basically what's in the other Tupperware. Looks absolutely delicious, and it's actually turned out pretty close to that, so I'm chuffed. We're going to add some of these toasted almonds that Jacob's parents, well, his mum gave me, and that's it. So lunch is prepped. Got some leftovers for tomorrow. I think we'll have this with the beans, and that will be it. I'm on my way to work, so starting this week. It's been interesting so far. This is my 3rd day. Yeah, people are really nice. The place where I am, it's quite nice as well. I'm just getting myself ready for work, so I've got my leftovers. This one's a bit of literally everything, a bit of that rice. I was showing you slightly how we were making it, and my breakfast, the baked breakfast that I was making. I'm also currently reading Anxious People by Frederick Backman, and it's actually quite funny. It's really good so far. It's actually for a book club, which I'm hoping to go to. And they're wanting to read that book, so getting ahead. It was storming so badly last night, so it's a bit dark and gloomy out there, but I like it because at least it's not that warm. And then tonight we're going to try and make this. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Cobb salad with mango and lime dressing. And this is the recipes that I've been making stuff from, the Ottolenghi. So we'll see how that goes. Sorry, you're currently propped up on a box of eggs. So that's why I'm kind of leaning in like this. Hello. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to continue getting ready. There we go, we're cooking the salad that I mentioned. And I'm making the salsa. Well, yeah, it is a salsa. I need some olive oil, so I've put some anchovies. We didn't have red onion. Woolies was completely out of red onion. But yeah, I'm just gonna add some olive oil and salt and pepper. Ta-da! This is the final plate. The avocado is like munching into an apple. It is not ripe at all, but hey ho. Another thing I wanted to do is, sorry, the kettle's boiling, but how I showed these glass dispensers, I'm gonna mix this brand of multi-mix cleaning product that's literally just meant to be poured into here, 10 millimeters with boiling water, which is why the kettle's boiling, and used to obviously clean, and it's obviously more eco-friendly. It hasn't got any toxic ingredients. It's better for the planet and for our health. So I'm keen to try it. I've not tried this brand before, so I'll see how that goes. Burnt, obviously. Right. Smells like grapefruit, actually. That's probably what I would describe the smell as. I'm just walking to work because the tram that I usually take isn't running and it's very delayed, so I'm having to rush. So now that I'm home, you probably saw me, I was rushing for work this morning. I don't know why, but the light rail was just super delayed, so I had to walk, which actually ended up being super nice, and it's kind of helped with my wind down of tonight, because now getting home I feel like I don't need to go for a walk as much. Like I feel like my body's a bit rested. I'm quite exhausted as well from a very long day of work. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you because this week I've actually been trying something different with the last Magic Mind shots that I've had, and that's using them before I go to sleep. As I mentioned, one of the pillars I'm also trying to work on is the sleep pillar. Because of the calming ingredients in the Magic Mind shot, they also contribute to having a restful night's sleep. So I have been using it just before I go to bed. Well, not just before, but sort of like an hour before I go to bed. And I feel like it has helped. It's helped me to sort of calm down, relax. That's one of the big things that I've noticed, is that I really do relax. I'm like, okay. And it also happens to be that Magic Mind are also currently offering their 24 hours pack, which includes both the focus and the sleep shots bundled up together. The link is magicmind.com/Lila G Jan. I will leave that link in the description box below. Do let me know again how you're getting on with your January challenge if you are taking part. Like I said, I am focusing more on my sleep, and this week I feel like I really try to focus on that particular aspect with the help of Magic Mind. So it's been going well. It's the weekend and I want to just get this flat sorted. So I'm gonna show you a little montage of me cleaning around, putting things away. We need to do our food shop as well. So I'll show you what we get, although it won't be much because last week is when we actually did our big shop, which I forgot to film, but I know I owe you guys that kitchen tour. So I'll try and show you some of the bits there. Need to find a cushion for this. This is the cushion I got from Istanbul. Isn't it beautiful? I got this yoga mat from TK Maxx and it was reduced to $6, which to me is a bargain. And you know, I love TK Maxx, and I was so happy to actually see it in Australia as well, so I'm very, very pleased. So this will be good for when I sign up to fitness classes, because that's one of my goals this year as well, as I've mentioned. And yeah, hoping to do that ASAP really, but I haven't had time. But seeing this has reminded me I need to do it. Okay, we've just come back from the shops and I'm a bit hungry, but I wanted to show you our food haul because I was going to put them away and I did mention I was going to show you. So I've got some eggs, some egg noodles for our lunch. Well, one of our dinners this week, I found a recipe on Sheerlux's website, which I'll try and show you how to do it because it was super simple. It was literally this, some peanut butter and other things. Anyway, some organic reduced, because I love my reduced stuff. So lamb mince, which went from 10 to 6, and an organic beef mince. So this is just spares that we'll put in the freezer. Some Himalayan salt, because I've got a grinder that's actually so cute. Let me show you it. It's a matryoshka. I believe that's what they called. But so my plan is to put the pink Himalayan in this because I've got another one for the salt and pepper. I've got some Parmesan because that's also for one of our recipes. So all these other bits are just for basically lunches and dinners this week. So it was organic peeled tomatoes, some organic tofu, some because I'm going to make some cookies for Jacob to take to work instead of buying the cookies, so that's for them. Some naan bread because we're going to have a dal, again it's an Ottolenghi recipe, a roast because Jacob wanted to have a roast this weekend, so we're going to have that tomorrow. He's a big fan of roasts, which I'm partial to. I mean, I like them, but anyway, that's for that. We also got, this is from a different shop, from the Reject shop, and we got some hooks for the doors. That's mainly for the bathroom because we haven't got any hooks. And then we popped into an Indian shop or Asian shop, and because I specifically wanted to go in there because I wanted to get the spices from there, because obviously they might be a bit cheaper, and it's just there'll be just plenty than the little tiny 50 grams from Coles or Woolies, which would end up being the same price. So we got some turmeric, some paprika to fill up on our spices, some chili flakes, some oregano, some flax seeds or linseeds, however you call them, but that's going to be great for my breakfast. Some garam masala and some cinnamon, I believe. Yeah, that's all of our dry goods and spices. And then we've got veggies, but I'll show you that once they're all taken out of the bag, because we usually tend to go to like an actual grocer's shop just outside the supermarket because they tend to be cheaper and obviously less plastic, hardly plastic in any of the packaging, so that's what I tend to do. And finally, we've got some carrots, which we actually got from Coles because they were far cheaper at the supermarket than they were at the grocer's. So we then got some spring onion, some plums, a little bit of ginger, some potatoes, some courgettes, 2 of the blueberries because there were 2 for $5. I think a kilo of cherries, and then some fresh spinach. So that's our little haul. This is the recipe book that I took out from the library, the Ottolenghi Test Kitchen. It is very good. So the premise is to use up basically our everyday stuff that most of us have in our pantry or in our cupboards. So it's using what's on the shelf. So this is what I'm going to try and make now, called the chickpeas cacio e pepe, I believe. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but yeah, so I'm just going to make that. I'm going to make a big batch to then have some today for my lunch and then for lunches for the week. But yeah, so this is what we're making this week. So I'm going to make a chili pickle to go with the chickpeas that I'm making. So I've got 1 red chili in there, 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. I'm also I've added carrots. The recipe doesn't say to add carrots, but these carrots, there were 2 in the fridge already, not the ones we just bought, but they were getting a bit old, so I just wanted to use them up. Parmesans for this. What else is? I added the spinach. It's now just cooking away. I'm also gonna have it with the sardines that I mentioned in my last video. That chickpea, what was it called? Pepe cacio or something like that, was delicious. Honestly, I'm not just saying that because I'm biased and I made it and obviously I know what went in there, but it was actually so good. I'm definitely going to make that again. I'm going to have to write it down somewhere because obviously I'll return the book to the library. But yeah, it was so good. And those sardines were really rich in flavor. Obviously that company are doing well. So yeah, tasted really nice. I'm definitely going to make a bigger shop once I find them online. And yeah, I'm very full now, but yeah, I'm very glad I made that. We're now going to go and meet up with some friends and we're going to go to a brewery, I think, and yeah, have some beers and enjoy our Saturday night, which is what day it is today. So we'll do that, and then we've had a break of cleaning up the flat today, so I'm going to carry on doing that tomorrow. We have time to transfer some of my spices into their correct jars, so I'll do that instead. It's literally all we had, so we definitely needed some new chili flakes. Ooh. The fit, please tell me it will. Yes, just literally exactly. The chili. So now I've got the oregano. Yeah, so I keep these jars because they're very useful, and rather than having them, but obviously that's definitely not going to fit in here, so I might not do that right now. I'll be back. I'm going to give that final coat of paint, so I'll show you the reveal. This is what it's looking like at the moment, and this is literally just the paint I'm using, which is meant for walls, so it's good. We ended up finishing up the desk, but I know I wanted to reveal it today, but because we need to let that second coat of paint dry, I haven't been able to put it together. So Jacob's going to come during the week and do that. So I'll show it, I think, in my next video once it's in the house and put together. So I'll do the reveal then. But it's looking really nice. It was actually a bit dirty because obviously we had really bad storms during the week, so it ended up getting a bit of dirt on it, so I had to wipe it down again and give it another coat. And then we've just gone past that Woolies, which ends up doing really good reductions, and we came exactly bang on the time when they were reducing everything again to like when it's $1 to like less than $1. So we got so much food, which I will show you when we get home, because we've got loads of meat, loads of like stuff that I can just put in the freezer. And we were so happy. And the lady there that was actually pricing down the stuff, she was like, are you getting that? Oh, let me just change it. And then she would like mark it down, and so she was very lovely. So yeah, it was very nice. I'm very happy with all the haul, and I think it ended up being, I think it was like £100 more, $100 more like worth of food, but it ended up costing us about $25. And I think our most pricey items were the tonics that I needed to get, because those were full price, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll show you what we got once we get home. These are the discounts that we got. Look at that. So we've got 2 of the chickens, whole chickens. These are the ones that she was pricing down for $1.49. Then we got these wings. These she wasn't able to mark them down because she apparently still had to wait half an hour, which is fine. So, but we still got them because they were quite cheap. Some organic mince for $1.15. Sour cream for 33 cents. 2 of the free-range chicken mince for $1. Some fish again for $1.30. Some cauliflower cheese for $1.20, which actually we'll have tonight because we're making a roast. Ravioli for Jacob mainly because I don't really like ravioli. And then finally some milk, 48 cents, because I'm going to try and make some yogurt. And then these were the tonics that I got full price because I wanted to try this one actually. It sounded quite nice. So, and obviously I opt for the glass bottles rather than the plastic ones. But yeah, there we go. So I wanted to show you a tour of, well, the pantry. I won't show you the rest of the kitchen just yet because it's not ready. Like I feel like we're still moving things in. So I want to show you once everything's in order. But this I can show you because I feel like we've done the shop and yeah, it's filled enough to show you. So in our spice racks, got mainly some bits. So we've got some saffron, roast vegetables, oregano, all the main bits. Some white pepper. I store some fennel seeds in here that I like to add to my tea. I've got some curry powder, cinnamon sticks, ginger powder, and then at the back here is the chili flakes that you saw me pour into this jar earlier. I've also got some curry leaves that I actually dried myself. We bought some fresh curry leaves that were reduced and I ended up drying them. I've got some cloves here, and then at the very back I've got just like the bulk. Oh, let me focus. Like pepper, salt, what's this, Himalayan salt, and then these are like the Chinese spices that I showed you the other day. And in these ones, these little containers are more of like the loose rosemary that I've got in here, mustard seeds, and then these two at the end are empty, so I need to figure out what to fill them in. Then I've got my salt and pepper grinders, which we actually had from last time, and I got these from the charity shop. I love a charity shop, and they were wooden, so I loved it. They were plastic free. Then these are actually these two, and my mum had them, and then she wanted, well, she no longer needed them, and I absolutely loved the matryoshka design. So this one is a pepper and salt shaker, so that's just table salt and pepper. That's filled in here, and we've actually filled this in with the pink Himalayan salt that I just showed you now, so that's in there. Then we've got organic olive oil and some of the mushrooms from the last time that I showed you in my last video. Got some stock cubes in here, and then just some sweetie treats, some sour worms, and then some chocolate. Oh, this was from like Christmas, which it's still going. Oh, and I've got my seaweed down there. I've forgotten about that. I need to make those into a snack. Okay, let's go into this shelf now. So I've got some coconut milk, and I try to actually look at the ingredients carefully. So this, because you'll be surprised. So this one tells me it's 63% coconut kernel extract, which is great. And then the rest is just water. So very simple ingredients. I like that. Some tomato paste that Jacob's mum no longer wanted. Then I've got my tins. So I've got my diced tomatoes. They're all organic. I always try to get organic stuff. Then I've got my kidney beans. I've got some cannellini beans. Some chickpeas at the end. And then I think, what's down at the back? More tomatoes. Oh yeah, because these are plum tomatoes, and those are chopped tomatoes at the end. Then I've got black beans, I think I've got, and then adzunu beans, so just plenty of beans basically. And I've got my mackerel from TK Maxx and some spicy sardines there that I tried the other day, the other packet, which was delicious. Got some leftover tuna from My mother-in-law again, she didn't want it. I'll have that for lunch one day. My delicious raw honey from this brand called Wild Nectar. It is absolutely delicious. I love just having a spoonful of it as a sweet treat. I've got some very almost, I shouldn't probably be saying this because it is very old, but yeah, it was very old tahini, but it's still actually fine. We used it the other day and it tasted absolutely fine. Then I've got some maple syrup there, peanut butter. Again, this one had very simple ingredients, and I opted for this because it came with some seeds. So I believe it's got some chia seeds, and what else did it have? Yeah, quinoa, pumpkin, and sunflower seeds. So that's why I wanted these ones instead. I'll put that there for now. Then I've got some raspberry jam that hasn't been opened, which is why it's stored here. And then some molasses at the back, which I use to make my gingerbread, but that's obviously for baking. Then I've got this ketchup, which I should put in the fridge. I actually just opened it today, but it is so good, and it's this brand which is meant to be really good for tomatoes. It's because all the Italians use it, so you know it's good. So, and then the ingredients again were perfect. And I don't really like the squeezer bottles because obviously they come in plastic. So this was so as you can see, I try to opt for more glass containers because I try and avoid plastic as much as I can. Then I've got some Dijon mustard there, some caramelized onion, which was given to us as well, some apple cider vinegar there, the miso paste that I showed you the other day, the fermented lemons. Oh no, yeah, preserved lemons, fermented. I think that's the same thing. I had these. We made a dish from that Ottolenghi book, which needed this. So they were very expensive. So Jacob was like, "You need to use them all." So I need to use those up. Tamarind paste, some sweet chili, which again was given to us. I can never pronounce this. Worcestershire sauce. Oh, you're gonna laugh at me, but anyway, yeah, that sauce. Then I've got honey and soy, which we actually used to make a stir fry the other day. And then I've got my organic, which actually, fun fact about this. So we went into the Asian shop and I couldn't really work out any of the ingredients, and this one actually was very good, and plus it was organic. So it was literally just filtered water, organic soybeans. So you really want to look out for soybeans in your soy sauce or tamari, because a lot of them don't have that, and again, it's surprising. So anyway, make sure it's got soybeans, and then sea salt. So perfectly simple ingredients. So that's our little soy sauce, tamari. And then we've got 2 sesame oils, because one was given to us and then one we bought from when we did that shop. Sorry, it's not focusing, but then it's just we then have our oil, our vinegars, apologies, our vinegars. We've got plenty of balsamic. Those 3 at the back are balsamic that were just left over. Then here we've got our plain flour, and at the back it's our raising flour, some caster sugar, brown sugar, and icing sugar at the back. Then I've got my baking powder there. Then I've got bicarb and corn flour in there. I then have this vanilla extract, which is actually from Mexico. When my parents went to Mexico with my brother, they got me this, so I love it. I've only just opened it. They also brought back some jelly that I absolutely love, so I need to make these, which I'm excited about. Then at the very back, I've got my raw cacao powder, which I don't know if you a very long time ago I made a video of unboxing of prizes I had won, and I ended up winning like pretty much a lifetime supply of raw cacao powder, which happened to be organic as well, which was great. So I ended up bringing one with me. And then some gelatin. Then over here I've got my oats in this coffee container, some chocolate chips, an empty container that I need to fill up, some almonds that I've been stocking up. I just sometimes just biscuit, and then some almonds, some pumpkin seeds, and oh, and then the back I've just got a bulk more of the pumpkin seeds that didn't fit in here, obviously. The fourth shelf, we've got some 2 spaghettis, tonic water, the noodles that I showed you last time, we haven't used them, some lentils. I love red lentils. I make a soup or a dal or whatever with that. Some egg noodles, which we'll be having this week. Our ramen, our rice, we've got basmati rice at the back here, some risotto rice, and then more of the lentils which were left over from last time we were here. And then finally, this is the bulky items. So we've got some organic soy milk there, some oat milk, another tonic which looks quite nice, some crisps because Jacob liked to have those. It's his favorite, and I quite like that flavor as well. It's our favorite flavor. Then some crackers, which again Jacob's mum gave us, and then some beer and Nespresso pods for our coffee machine. So yeah, that's it. Future me again. I'm just editing the video and I realized I didn't do an outro for this one, so I'm popping on here just to say thank you for watching, because it's quite a lengthy video. So if you made it this far, thanks again, and I hope to see you next time. Have a lovely week, everyone. Bye.